Hey, Jonathan Mead here. I want to share with you some tips that are really going to help you with your mobility in the deep, flat-footed squat, the natural human resting position. I'm not talking about your heels off the ground. I'm talking about your heels down and your back and your torso upright. It's okay if you have a little bit of rounding in your lower back. We're not trying to lift weights here. We're using the squat as both a resting position, but also as a very mobile position. The squat is meant to be a movement or a posture that we can use to move around. So we're meant to be able to use it for, things like foraging. We're meant to use it for play. We're meant to use it for actually, going to the bathroom. And we're meant to have this be not just this position that we hold, but a position that we can move around in and we can use to go into crawling, or just, playing around more. And here are some movements that you can do, some exercises you can do to kind of rehabilitate and to strengthen your squat that are really going to help you just be a little bit more mobile, a little bit stronger in your squat, and I think that are going to help you quite a bit in being able to use your squat more comfortably. So here we go, let's get started. So we're going to start from standing, and we're just going to sink our tailbone back, our butt back, keeping our chest up and our knees out. So we don't want our knees collapsing inward. We're going to keep our knees out, and we're going to squat down. We're going to put our hands on the ground, lift our butt up into the air, and then squat back down. So really, we're just straightening out the knees here, and we're opening up a lot of the hamstrings right now. I'm going to do this a few times, just lifting the butt up and bringing it back down. Awesome. The next movement we're going to do is just putting one shoulder in to, the pit, our knee pit right here. So armpit to knee pit. And then we're going to lift the opposite arm up high as much as we can. So we're getting a little bit of rotation here in our squat. You can imagine that you might use your squat to hang or to reach up to something and grab it. So you can kind of imagine yourself doing that. It's good for our mind when we're working on our mobility and our flexibility to have a target to kind of reach for. All right, so now we're going to come up into this kind of a prayer position, a squat prayer position, and we're going to extend our elbows out and really stretch out our inner thighs, our adductors right here. So pressing into the knees, really get a good stretch there. You can kind of hold it too for a few seconds at the end. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to go into internal rotation with the knees. So our knees are going to come in and we're going to come up onto the balls of our feet, just like this. We're going to use our hands for a little bit of assistance. If you want to, you can try to control it a little bit more by just using your fingertips. Now, on the last repetition, we're going to bring our hands out behind us and we're going to extend our chest and our hips to the sky. So really pushing up, squeezing your butt, and coming back down. Okay, we're going to go into internal and external rotation with the leg. So knee's going to come down to the ground. Get it as far down as you can. If you can't go down all the way, that's okay. It's going to turn out. Turn in and turn out. Other side. All right. Now we're going to stretch out and reach, do a forward reach with our squat. So from right here, back straight, we're going to reach out in front of us and let the head come down. So you can use, maybe a visual point to reach for to help you reach a little bit further. It really helps. And you're going to hold, again, the last one a little bit longer, maybe 10 or 15 seconds there at the end. That's really going to help you. Try to breathe through your nose when you're going through these movements. Try to have a calm face. If you're having any pain at any time, that's a sign that you need to back out a little bit, and you need to go back maybe a little bit in the progression. Maybe you need to not go a little as far. Or you just need to scale it back a little bit, maybe work a little bit more on your assisted squatting. All right, so those are some movements that you can use. Those are some exercises that you can use to help you rehab your squat. You can use them as a circuit every morning. You can do them, every night. Whenever you do your workouts or your movement practice, you can insert this in there, and it's really going to help you rehab your natural primal flat-footed squat. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and comment on it, subscribe to my channel, and find ways that you can squat more in your everyday life. Maybe you can use your squat when you're in your cupboards in the kitchen, those lower cupboards underneath the counter. Maybe you can use it when you're getting stuff out of the bottom of the fridge, or rather than picking something up off the ground like this, maybe you can squat down and pick it up instead. There's lots of ways you can incorporate this into your life. You can also just use your squat to play more. So, you can use it to go from this to a bear crawl. You can bear crawl around on the ground. You can also use it for a monkey crawl. So crawling around like this. You can also even use it in a handstand. So you can go from here lots of ways you can get more squatting into your life. I encourage you to squat more. Squat while you're waiting for the bus. Don't be afraid to be the strange person that's squatting. The people that aren't squatting are actually the strange ones.